needs a clown prince.
Your entrails will feed my war dogs.
See? I'd fit right in.
The Joker wins.
The Joker throws his hat into the world of Mortal Kombat 11 as the latest downloadable fighter. Although he's been playable in previous NetherRealm titles such as Injustice or MK vs DC for example, this is his first official debut as a standalone Mortal Kombat game. His moveset has been completely remade, no legacy about him, which some players may have been expecting. This means the Joker fans out there have a clean slate to learn a brand new character, leveling the playing field for all and introducing a Mortal Kombat exclusive version of one of the most legendary villains of all time. Like all of our Choose Your Destiny videos, this one was only possible thanks to an early access capture session by Warner Brothers, and the build was pre-release, so some of what you see here may not be final. Welcome to our latest Choose Your Destiny, where we run you through the entire move list of the Joker.
Who said you could rewrite me?
The Joker's buttons are fairly straightforward, but effective. Jump 1 is a standard jump in general that seems like it has a good hitbox. Jump 2 hits very high up and boasts impressive range. These kind of moves are often effective air-to-airs. Jump 3 hits very low down. Jump kicks of this angle are often quite strong, so get used to using this one. Down 3 and down 4 both sport decent range. Down 1 is as you'd expect, and down 2 covers a wide angle thanks to his cane featuring in many of his buttons, giving a fair few attacks fantastic range because of it. On that note, forward 1 is a very fast mid attack. It has an extension so it becomes hit confirmable and will likely be a great up close tool, as fast mids are so strong in MK11 as they can't be crouched or poked. Forward 2 is a far reaching high, using Joker's cane, which gives it the range it has, and allowing for longer reaching combos and whiff punishes, as the string has extensions. Back 3 is a true low combo starter thanks to the combo strings that come from it. Watch your toes. Forward 3 is an advancing mid that once again has additional buttons afterwards. Back 4 features another impressive fast and long range sweep, similar to Shao Kahn or Baraka. His 2 wake up and flawless block attacks in up 2 and up 3 are once again fairly standard, with their range and hitboxes. Now, the Joker featured a decent chunk of combo strings that provide some interesting properties. 1-2-1 hits 3 times and is a fully meterless launcher. This is a universal string, so all variations have access to it, and it's easy to do. With a simple forward dash afterwards, you can easily extend this for combos. 1-2-2 is an alternative ender that ends the string in an overhead. 1-2-3 is an alternative ender that functions better for hit confirming on the ground, as the third hit is special cancelable and it keeps them grounded. Good for special moves that can launch, but we'll get into that later. Forward 1, 4-2 is the full 3-hit string off of the fast mid that we demonstrated earlier, and it ends in a low sweep. The shorter version is forward 1-4, and that's the one that you will look to confirm into specials. 2-1 is where things get, well, weird. 2-1-3 throws a wheelchair-bound hostage and swings them into the opponent, with the final hit acting as a cheeky low attack. 2-1-4 actually throws the hostage, and whilst it still functions the same way up close, once the hostage is thrown, they become a projectile, and they travel almost full screen. Both of these strings did impressive damage by themselves, so potential combo enders here. Forward 2-1 will come from the far-reaching high, and the second hit is a fast overhead. Watch your head after forward 2 comes out. Forward 2-1-2 is the ender to this string, and it has a crushing blow that we'll explain a little later on. Back 3-2-4 will hit 3 times off of Joker's low starter, with the back 3-2 acting as the version that you're looking to confirm into, as it can be special cancelled. Finally, forward 3-2 hits 2 times, and it comes from the far-reaching forward 3 mid, and once again has a cheeky crushing blow for later on in this video. Many of these combo strings send the opponent far away. This is because of his variety of special moves that all sport fantastic range. first, here are the universal specials that don't require an ability. Batsy Poo, back forward 1, is a universal straightforward high projectile. Hold it down by holding the 1 input for Joker to...
So cute. Pick on that. Get 'em, bats.
Amplify this attack to fire a launching explosive with a way larger hitbox. I struggle to launch from close range, but could close in and combo if it's further away. It seems that you need to allow the projectile to travel a bit so the Joker has time to recover from the startup frames. Bird Boy Beatdown is a combo ender that simply does damage, and is performed with back forward 2. Amplify this for more damage, and like some other attacks, boasts a crushing blow. Although it can end combos, it has pretty slow startup frames, so be wary. CCDDEGEC, that's the last time I'm saying that, I'm not even sure if I said it properly, is performed with back forward 4. This attack felt very unusual at first glance, as it fires a jack-in-the-box at a very vertical angle, but it felt extremely close range. Hold it down to extend the startup duration for potential anti-air baits, and amplify it to send full screen and launch. In a change of pace, we actually know what the tournament variations will be for the Joker, so we'll cover the variations first, and then finish with the abilities that didn't quite make the tournament cut. Batsy Pew Pew, back forward 3, will fire a low shot that does a decent chunk of damage. Amplify this to fire more shots in sequence, with each shot doing an impressive amount of damage individually. Connect this special after a grounded attack, and you'll deal some surprisingly high unbreakable damage if the opponent is grounded, as they can't break away. Finally, use this low at specific points a string can go overhead to introduce some potentially annoying mix-ups. Batsy Poo Cancel is performed by simply holding the input and then pressing down. The Joker will discard the puppet and you can go back to neutral. Puppet Parry, down back 3, functions very similarly to Liu Kang's parry. It's a high parry, so it will lose to lows, and it deals damage by itself on hit. Extend this by simply holding the input down, and amplify the parry to fully launch the opponent. In Variation 1, Batsy Pew Pew, Puppet Parry, and the Batsy Poo Cancel were all featured. Jumping Jester has multiple distances and is performed with down back 1. By itself, the Jester has a hitbox on the way up, but not down. Amplify this to allow the move to connect as it falls, which can set up for combos. It launches up close when it connects, but it didn't seem to reach off every string. This is a move that you'll need to experiment with for sure. Jack-in-the-Box, down back 4, also has more than one distance option and is somewhat of a setup tool. Similar to Jumping Jester, but off the ground instead, kick the box and after a few moments it detonates. Amplify this to make the detonation launch. This move was another one that struck me as a setup or trap attack that after some experimentation could lead to some scary post-knockdown mix-ups. Currently, Jumping Jester and Jack-in-the-Box all feature in the second variation, making this one potentially the knockdown and trap variation. In Variation 3, Kapow is your staple combo ability that launches on Amplify. It's performed with back forward 2, which means it replaces the Bird Boy Beatdown ability. This is exactly what you expect if you're familiar with other launcher-based abilities. Use this for constant damage and something to confirm into after every situation. It has a crushing blow, which we'll explain later as always. Getting lit is interesting indeed. Press down back 3 to light a trail of gasoline. The Joker will automatically light the trail to cause a damaging area. Hold the 3 input down and the Joker moves further away, spreading more gasoline in the process. Get hit during this and he won't be able to light it though. Amplify this move while holding to instantly light the fuse, and there's real potential here to bait players into trying to punish you, and you amplify it to trick them. Variation 3 featured Getting Lit and Kapow as the 2 moves available to use. And for the rest of the abilities, Corpse Trot, back forward 4, replaces the universal back forward 4, which I'm not going to say again. Joker will fling a corpse towards the opponent, which doubles up as a close range attack too. Amplify this to make the corpse go low. Boing is a super jump. I should have called this variation Upgraded Jackie in hindsight, but oh well. Down, up, and then either forward, back, or stand alone will fling the Joker into the opponent. In the air, you can do any air attack that you please, giving you some really funky air mix-ups. One thing to note is that if you empty jump without doing an attack, the Joker will manually take the gloves off and throw them on the floor, which takes recovery time. Do a normal in the air, and you land while recovering much faster. Hostage hop is down back 4. Very slow on startup, however. You send a hostage towards the opponent and they detonate once you release the 4 input. Amplify this move to instantly detonate them, and make sure you let go of the hostage at the right time. Hold it too long and you overshoot your mark. And at last, the Joker's Fatal Blow. Extremely fast startup, but with close range. The damage is just like the others, but the speed makes it much easier to combo into. But unlike most characters, the Joker has what was once a unique feature to Johnny Cage, but no longer. The Joker can hold down the Fatal Blow input, which means the Joker can cancel his Fatal Blow with a forward dash. As you'd expect if you've seen Johnny Cage in action, this means the cancelled Fatal Blow can lead to combo extensions if you perform an attack, Fatal Blow into cancel, into another attack. Expect to see some rather high combo damage as the Joker does have universal launches and in some variations, more damaging launch potential. The final benefit to this is the possibility of unbreakable damage. Within a matter of minutes, I discovered that something as simple as forward 2-1 Fatal Blow cancel, forward 2-1 low gunshot in variation 1 did roughly 33% if you amplified it, and was grounded all the way through. I suggest all Joker players explore this cancel much further because it could be a real game changer. Forward 2-1-2 will launch the opponent if it's a counter hit or punish. Straightforward and very effective. Forward 3-2 will crushing blow if only the second hit connects, and it's similar to Baraka, where on top of extra damage, it becomes special cancelable when it isn't usually, giving you either more damage outright or the possibility to combo if you have the right ability equipped. Bird Boy Beatdown will crushing blow on the regular version if you've amplified the move 3 times in total in the match, dealing extra damage when the crushing blow finally hits. Kapow will crushing blow on regular version if it's a counter hit or punish from max range. Kind of tricky to set up, but the damage is decent all the same. Lastly, the Joker has one crushing blow throw, and it belongs to his forward throw. But guess what? Unlike most throws which are based on escape failed, this crushing blow triggers if your fatal blow is on cooldown, meaning a fatal blow cancel, which just so happens to put your fatal blow on cooldown, into a forward throw is a ridiculously scary mix-up, especially if you use a variation that uses something like Kapow, which can launch off any meaty hit confirm should they expect a grab. I expect this to be the absolute scariest day 1 mix-up for sure. The Joker doesn't appear insanely complicated gameplay-wise for those trying him out for the first time, but there's lots of potential depth to explore with some of his abilities and fatal blow game. Some of the more immediate dirt seems to be quite simple to pull off, so even new Joker players are likely to do some real damage in the world of competitive play. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. I'd like to thank everybody that watched this video, and hopefully you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. I want to use this opportunity to shout out everybody that supports me on Patreon, and if you want to get involved yourself, simply click on the link in the description to support all of the video content that I create. Everybody's support goes a long way, and I appreciate it very much as we try and make this content thing work on YouTube. It's not always easy being an MK creator, but we do our best. Take care, and I'll see you around.